G'day YouTube, how the heck are we doing? It is Foul Play here, back for the 5th and final match of this Pauper League. I'm running Super Crush hot so far this league. But we have a chance for redemption here up against NGD Pauper. This 7 is looking no good though. Opponent Master 6 will join them. This is looking a little bit better, but it's still not amazing. Definitely a keep. I guess we bottom scout in the blind and hope that that doesn't punish us somehow. So opponent also keeps 6, so we just go ahead and do what we do best. Alright, Swift Spear, so we are versing a burn deck. Mostly into the burn matchup, we are reasonably favoured. However, we do need to normally hit our life gain for that to be the case. We have like 1 cantrip and good mana here. Next turn we can Forest, Utopia Sprawl on the untapped Forest to test and training, draw an extra card deeper, and then we see, I guess, 3 extra cards by turn 3 where we might be potentially casting Armadillo Cloak, gaining life, and shutting our opponent out. 2 mana from the opponent. Dwarven Forge Chanter. Ward 2, pay 2 life. Prowess 1/3. Okay. Okay, sorry I'm jerking my head around there. I've got the card on a secondary monitor to my right here, and what we do. Look at all these lovely green mana cards in hand. I swear to God, if I'm not able to utilize this white mana in future turns, I'm going to get pretty frustrated by that. So we can't actually attack now because our opponent has a 1 power blocker. And we don't even have enough power to kill their creatures. So, alright, Sentinel's Eyes is reasonable. We'll pass turn. These extra hexproof creatures can just like chump block Swift Spear as well. So as long as our opponent takes like 1 extra turn to really load up on their spells, we should be in an okay spot, maybe. So opponent attacking with both creatures, makes their land drop 3 in hand still. I mean, we are like currently on 18, virtual 14, plus burn and prowess triggers. So there's a lightning bolt, so that's 5 extra damage and nothing else. It's not too bad. If it ends there, it's not too bad. Well, good news, guys. Good news, YouTube. We're not going to be shut off of casting our green cards, so that's, I'm sure everyone is very relieved with that news. Let's go ahead, attack for 5. Hopefully Armadillo Cloak next turn, or commune into Armadillo Cloak specifically. I guess the test and training would also work. Put up a couple of chump blockers for these guys and hope to not get blown out by main deck and the festivities, I suppose. 2 mana, is that Reckless Impulse? It certainly is. Finding Swift Spear Bolt, man, opponent's deck is like the gift that just keeps on giving. So we can like block. They're sort of running out of gas. We just need to hit our cards, so. Alright, let's give up these guys. I'm assuming they want a lightning bolt for the extra 1 point of damage. Looks like that's exactly what they do. Alright. Come on, deck. Let's do this. Absolutely lame. That's not the card. Well, we can get in there for 5, but like any burn spell, and we're dead. Rebirth, so that's going to be prowess. That's going to be 6 damage. We're forced to block a creature. We don't have a follow-up creature. Maybe there was an argument to block with one of these hexproof creatures off to the side. Guarantee the kill on one of their prowess creatures. And essentially lose the test and training. I didn't particularly like that line because although we can replay Rancor and Sentinel's Eyes, that's going to cost mana. If we have 3 mana here, we're only able to cast 1 plus Armadillo Cloak if we were to draw Armadillo Cloak, which we didn't draw anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so post sideboard and the festivities is the main card to worry about. We'll bring in Crimson Acolyte, we'll take out Ledgewalker. Round 3 also has plays, so either it's like Test and Training or Ancestral Mask out. I might just minus Mask because it's 3 mana and it's clunky. So let's submit that, get back into it. Reminder too, if you do enjoy the video, guys, or find it entertaining, please consider subscribing. So we do have white mana here. We don't have vigilance. We don't have first strike. We don't have lifelink. This is a pretty clear mull to me because of that. All right, well, this isn't much better. All right, well, at least this has Crimson Acolyte, which is a good blocker. And Cave is like sort of awkward here. I think we're forced into keeping Cave. Oh, wait. Keeping Cave is worse if we commune into Utopia Sprawl. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to accept that fact. Oh, we have to put 2 cards on the bottom? That frickin' sucks. Our opponents can also run Flaring Pain to nerf our Crimson Acolytes to remove its blocking ability, so that's something to keep in mind. Let's lead here, let's commune here. Hopefully hit some white mana or an enchantment that gets us to white mana. Well, Abundant Growth gets us to white mana. It's going to be a little bit slow though. Alright, what we need is for our opponent to not have a Swift Spear hand, and it looks like that might be the case, so pretty fortunate to us. Abundant Growth here, ETB, draw a card. Armadillo Cloak, alright, so now we just have to navigate to resolving Armadillo Cloak, and we should be in a winning position. End step, Lightning Bolt face. Does this mean they have the 2 mana prowess creature, that dwarf thing, or is it just all burn spells? Synthesizer, maybe Kildare Rebirth. No, Epicure gets played, okay. Well, again, this is slow from our opponent, so I think this is exactly what the doctor ordered from our end. We're getting pretty clogged up here. I really want to hit this mana next turn. It's possible for our opponent to play land, Flaring Pain, and end the festivities and kill our Crimson Acolyte, which is pretty terrifying because we are that 1 turn too slow on it. Alright, so opponent's not even attacking, which seems a bit bizarre here. I guess that's a sign that they don't have Flaring Pain in hand. That's a bit lame. Abundant Growth here. A deck can't be serious right now, can it? Like, honestly, what the fuck is that? I clicked on white mana. I swear to God I clicked on white mana, not black. Someone tell me in the replay if I clicked on the wrong mana source, or if I'm just, or if the client is bugged to all high end. I think at this point we can safely block the Epicure or Swift Spear that's played, given that power and toughness that we've got. So we're really playing to resolving Armadillo Cloak and winning that way. Opponent with the 3rd copy of Lightning Bolt. Hits Mountain, 4 in hand. Oh, if that's not like a middle finger to the face, I don't know what is. What the hell is this? For the love of God, man. Green, white. Watch this, we'll finally hit mana here. Scout, alright, so is there any reason to attack? I don't really think so. We just have to resolve Armadillo Cloak, attack for 10 and we win. So leaving up blocks is the best line in my opinion here. Opponent draws a card with the blood token onto them. Maybe they're just flooded. That'd be great. Dwarven Forge, Chanter, and okay. Well, that doesn't have haste. It's very unlikely we die this turn now. Alright, so even though it took until turn 6, here we are. Let's just go ahead and resolve that Armadillo Cloak that we are all so fond of. And opponent can't block this creature, so that's just got to be game. Attack, back up to 20, and kill them next turn in combat. Alright, so there we go. We've completely mitigated our opponent's first 5 turns of damage, and we're back up to a healthy 20. Opponent sacks a Synthesizer. That's going to give them a Warrior token, a Samurai token, pardon me, with Vigilance. Bushwhacker off the top. I mean, they can give haste and attack off the Bushwhacker. That's not very good in this particular spot. think we're just a lock for the win in this one and going to a game 3. All right, he's giving haste. He might attack with everything that's not Samurai Token and look to block with Samurai Token. Fire Blast. Wait, are we dead? Surely not. Have they got like a second Fire Blast here? 5, 10 damage. All right. That seems fine. Oh, yeah. Samurai Token, Vigilance. Of course they attack with it. We can be on offense and defense quite well. All right, so that's fine. Opponent concedes, and we're stacked in hand, as we all know. Game 3, I don't see a reason to really change anything, so let's just submit and get back into it. No creature, no life gain, weak white mana, mulligan. All right, so this hand's really good. It's got the Acolyte. Unfortunately, it doesn't have life gain currently, but like an Acolyte hand is pretty solid and you want to keep it. Implement of Combustion from the opponent. So, all right, well, we now have enough mana to cast Armadillo Cloak, so that's fine. I'd be happy if our opponent spends a turn killing our creature here. Given the Acolyte in hand. Gildro Rebirth, sure. And another Implement of Combustion, so a slow start from them. Slow start from us as well. This one over here for white and cast our guy. All right, well, currently we've had 2 draws. We've drawn mana, which is exactly what we did not need. Hopefully we hit some action on the next couple of draws. When it plays Experimental Synthesizer, that seems fine. Finds Reckless Impulse, all right. And if they have the mana, they're going to want to cast that, but it looks like they don't have it. They're going to cast Kildro's Rebirth, though, flooding the board. We can race this. I'm going to block here. Opponent's like essentially tapped out, so we can block this one too. That's fine. If they're holding up like 2 mana, they can Flaring Pain us, and that can be irritating. Almost as irritating as flooding out this hard. So we get an attack for 4 here. I don't think the attack for 4 is really putting us into a winning position. I think we want to hold defense until we get life gain. Opponent already has 4 damage here, potentially more with a haste creature, with a bushwhacker. We're not in a winning position racing like that, so opponent Rebirth into Chain Lightning plus Mountain. So yeah, okay, that's fine. So notably, they missed their land drop, not this turn, but the turn prior, making their land drop this time. Just continue to reduce these goblins. All right, that's absolutely perfect. So we'll just take the W. It's going to be an attack for 7, back up to 20, and winning position. All right. Opponent seems to be playing it out. All right, so we see another synth from them. Finding Mountain, playing the Mountain. Attacking with these guys, sure. I would be very impressed if they got there from this. Until end of turn. All right, and that, well, if it wasn't lethal before, it is now off of another Ethereal Armor. So casual attack for 13. Opponent's got the Samurai Token, but they've seen enough and they scoop. So yeah, 2 and 3, not the best result here. I feel like we've been doing pretty well outside of that. I think maybe 3 or 4 leagues ago, we had a 2-3 as well. And I think it was a similar fashion where we lost like the first 2 games and scrapped it after that for a couple of wins. Look, yeah, I think the deck construction here is fine. I don't have much to say about it, really. Was it the first or second match of the league? Crewfix's Insight, we really needed to hit against our white opponent. I think it was maybe an Ephemerate Tron deck. So sorry, that was a Naya Ephemerate deck that we versed, and I feel like we got out top decked there, which was a bit irritating. There's nothing wrong with the hand we kept or the way we played it and things like that, and the first match as well. So yeah, it was a loss against a Wolves combo deck in the first match, and we're a turn off of killing them 2 games in a row. So that's what it is. Still think the deck list is solid. I like the sideboard inclusions. I'm seeing less and less utility for Young Wolf currently, but I'm sure when you take them out, you'll start versing those Diabolic Edict decks. Yeah, I mean, only notes are, I guess, Standard Bearer. You could run more copies of that. Crimson Acolyte, maybe 1 more copy of each. Maybe another copy of Ram through. Crewfix's Insight's a hard one. I think you could potentially run the 3rd, but you'd have to be in a meta where lots of your enchantments are getting removed to justify it. But yeah, that's it from the league, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And until next time, have a wonderful day. I will see you then.